Hello everybody, myself Madhvi Kaur, Senior Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. In today's lecture I am going to discuss pointer and arrays. So for that topic I am going to discuss pointer. What do you mean by pointer? Declaration and initialization of pointers. How do we declare and initialize a pointer variable? What do you mean by arrays? Their memory representation and what arithmetic operation we can perform on pointer variables. So I'll discuss all these topics one by one. So I'll start with what is pointer. Okay. So for defining pointer, a pointer is a variable which points to some memory location. Which points to memory locations. Or indirectly we can say which can hold the address of some other variable. The next point is how do we declare and initialize a pointer variable. So for declaring a pointer variable, we are discussing the general syntax for that. Which is data type variable name and if we are placing a asterisk before a variable name, then it comes to pointer variable. So for defining or declaring a pointer variable, we must add this asterisk before a pointer variable. Only then we can say that it is a pointer variable. So this is the declaration of a pointer variable. We can understand this declaration with the help of any example. For example, I am taking the data type as integer, the variable name is num, and if we are placing the asterisk before this num, then it will be a pointer declaration. Then according to the definition, how do we initialize a pointer variable? If we are placing the address of some other variable inside this pointer variable name, then it comes to the initialization of a pointer variable. For example, if we are taking two integer variable, suppose first one is pointer variable num and second one is p, which is holding the value of 10, and if I want to initialize a pointer variable, then it will be like this. Num is equals to address of p. So this is the initialization of a pointer variable. This is the declaration, whereas this is the initialization of a pointer variable. So if we want to declare or define a pointer variable, so we must initially know about the data type of a pointer variable, of which type it should be created. Okay, so for going into detail, first I will discuss these two notation. First one is ampersand and second one is asterisk, which is also known as indirection operator. So if I am using this term, which is ampersand, it will return the address of a variable. It will return the address of a variable. Whereas this asterisk notation, which is also known as indirection operator, it will give the value at the address. Value at the address. So we will discuss these two terms in detail with the help of an example. So I am declaring or consider an example. With the help of, we can understand these two notation in detail. Here we are declaring a pointer variable p and two normal variables x and y, which is of integer type, where y is containing the value as 10 and p is holding the address of y, whereas x is pointing to the value at p. So at the end, if I want to print the value of these three terms percentage D x comma y and asterisk p. Then what does it will return? We can understand the evaluation of these variables with the help of memory location diagram. So I am defining or putting these pictures into a diagram form. As well as we should understand, if we are defining or declaring a variable, then each variable is associated with 3 terms, and they are following these 3 terms. First one is the name, second one is the address, and third one is the content or data which is pointing to. So here we are using 3 variables. First one is x, y, and third one is p. Suppose the address of x is 2000, whereas the address of y is 2010 and the address of p is 2012 or 15. We can say anything, any value. So with the help of these notation, I am putting the values here, where y is holding the value 10, which is the content or data, whereas p is holding the address of y, which is this value. It means it is holding 2010, which is the address of y. And same as x is pointing to asterisk p, where we have explained this term here, which will point to the value at the address. So x is equals to asterisk p will point the value which is holding by p. So it means if I am using this notation, x is equals to asterisk p, where p is holding the address of y, which is 2010. If I use the value which is pointed by p, which is 10. So the value of x will be 10. So if I'll writing the statement printf, then the output of these statement will be x will be holding the value of 10, y is also holding 10, and whereas asterisk p is pointing to the value at the address, which is 2010, and at the 2010 the address of y and the value is 10. So the output will be 10, 10 and 10 of x, y and asterisk p respectively. So the notation is, here we are using the asterisk notation on the right hand side part, but whereas we can also use the asterisk on the left hand side portion. It means our pointers can be used on both sides of the assignment equation. So to understand this phenomena, I am again using the example. Here I am writing or adding new statement, which is asterisk p is equals to 9 or 19. We can use any value. So again I want to display the value of latest value of x, y and asterisk p. So there will be some change in the following diagram. Again y is holding the value of 10. I am erasing all these terms to understand the topic more clearly. Okay, y is holding the value as 10, p is holding the address of y, which is 2010, x is holding the value of asterisk p, which is 10, and here I am changing the value of asterisk p, which is 19. It means p doesn't have any value which is pointing to the address of y. So if I want to change the value of asterisk p, indirectly it is changing the value of y, because p is pointing to y. So if I am using this notation, asterisk p is equals to 19, it means indirectly the value is changing to 19, which is the value of y. So here if I want to again display the output of x, y and asterisk p, so it will be, the value of x will be 10, no change. The value of y now has become 19. The value of asterisk p, which is mentioned here, is 19. The point to be noted here is that asterisk p is changing the value of y but not changing the value of x. So this is the important point which I want to discuss here. Okay. To understand the topic of array and pointer arithmetic, I have to go in detail with arrays. So the next topic is that I am going to discuss here is arrays. So initially we should know what is array. I think we have already earlier discussed this topic, which is array. Array is a homogeneous collection of data element. I think we all are aware of that. Array is a homogeneous collection of data elements or similar type of data elements. Here we are declaring a pointer, declaring an array. The general syntax will be, the general syntax for declaring an array or an array will be data type, then variable name, and then size. So this is the general syntax for declaring an array. So I'll explain this with the help of an example. We are using or creating an array of integer type where int is a data type, a is the variable name which is of type array, and size the maximum value of the elements it can hold or it can point to. So we have declared the size as 5. So it can hold at most 5 values but not more than 5. So the initial or memory representation corresponding to this array will be 0. It will hold the value from index 0 to n minus 1. Index will be from 0 to n minus 1. It means from 0 to 4. Suppose the data values are 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. And I am starting the base address, or we can say the value or the address or at the initial index or at the base index will known as the base address, which is 2000. So corresponding to this array, 2000 will be the base address for this particular A, which is of type array. So next address will be started from 2002. Next will be 2004, 2006 and 2008. Or at the end, it will occupy the location from 2008 to 2010. So this is the memory representation corresponding to an array. Okay. So to understand the topic of pointer arithmetic, we have to first understand the topic of array, which we have already covered. Now I'll discuss this pointers with the help of array. I'll explain this topic with the help of again an application which is of pointers. There is a pointer variable which is of type integer, and I have taken an array which can hold at most 5 elements. If I am defining the value of a of 5 as (10, 20, 30, 40 and 50), and their memory representation is here. Okay. If I want to assign the value at the base index, then I'll write the statement P is equals to address of A0. This statement can also be written as P is equals to A. It means it will point to the address at the base location. Next, if I want to do the operations P++, then what will it point to? So, I'll explain all these terms P++, asterisk P++, asterisk P, P++, and then asterisk, all these terms with the help of example. Okay, let us again consider this example where memory representation has been given. I am initially pointing to P is equals to address of A0. It means P is a pointer variable. Suppose the address is 2025. So P is pointing to the address at the initial index, which is 2000. if I am doing this operation or performing this operation P++, then it will point to the next value. It means it will point to the address of the next element, because here we are incrementing in the address. And if we want to increment on the pointers, that result totally depends on the data type. It means what I want to say, that P is a pointer type variable which is of type integer. So if I want to perform plus plus on a pointer variable, then it will totally depend on the size of the data type. Because in general, if I perform plus plus, that will simply increment the value by 1. But here, pointer operation or pointer arithmetic operation totally depends on the size of the data types. But here P is of integer type. That's why I am saying if we are performing P++, then the address will be from 2000 to 2002. Now P will point to here. Similarly, if I want to display the value of this expression, which is asterisk P++. So again I will discuss this. Asterisk P. Asterisk P means, which we have already discussed, asterisk P means it will point to the value at the address. Initially, P is pointing to 2002. So if I want to display the value or retrieve the value with the help of asterisk, so it will display 20. This will be the output of asterisk P. But again, I am displaying the value of asterisk P++. Because this is a normal value, it will simply increment the value by 1. It will give 20 plus 1. The output will be 21, corresponding to asterisk P++. Next expression is asterisk P, which we have already discussed. It will give the value at the address. Value at the address. Asterisk P is pointing to 2002, then it will give the value as 20. Next is P++ and then asterisk, because we know P++ has the higher precedence, because here we have written this syntax into the bracket. So P++ has the higher priority over this asterisk. So P++ has the higher priority over this asterisk. So first I will do the P++, again it is of time pointer. So it will again increment the value by 2, because it is a pointer type, integer type pointer variable. So it will point to 2004. 2004, and then we are using the indirection operator, which already defines the value at that address. So if I want to display asterisk P++, it will give the value at the address 2004, which is 30. So these are the output statements corresponding to all these expressions. Asterisk P denotes the value at the address, and if we are performing P++, then it will simply point to the next element address, which totally depends on the size of the data type. As we have already discussed, that if you want to increment in the pointers, then the size totally depends on the size of the data type, or the result of the operation will totally depends on the size of the data type. Okay, at the end I want to conclude this statement with the help of two more important notations, which is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So if we want to perform all these operations on two pointers, so it is not necessary then all pointer variable can perform all of these operations. This is not mandatory. Okay, so at the end I'll say we can subtract two pointer variables, but we cannot add multiplication as well as division cannot be performed on two pointer variable. So if we want to discuss all these topic in detail, so I'll discuss all these topic in the next lecture. So thank you for watching, and I think you will find worth it. Okay, thank you.